Okay, so back into Life After Magic. Let's load the game. I guess this was the last save we made. ... December 29th. Something big is gonna happen like New Year's or New Year's Eve, probably. I can hear the sound of laughter. Ara's giggle rings out higher than the rest. No, not Ara. It's Boyoung's voice. Boyoung with Miranda, Jackie, and KJ. They're sitting in a circle on the rooftop of our high school. Jackie beckons me over with a big grin. She gives me a supportive pat on the back as I sit with them. On the left of Jackie, I see Miranda focused on her wood carving project. I never took Miranda for being so artsy, but she's been delving into this hobby pretty hard lately. A bespectacled brunette KJ hovers over her. I give Miranda an awkward thumbs up when Miranda holds what appears to be a crude carving of Alistair up to examine. It looks a little wonky, but charming wonky. I give the wooden Alistair a nod of approval. Boyoung makes a comment, and Jackie smiles along. I exhale and feel my whole body relax. This is my team. Better yet, these are my best friends. I'm where I'm meant to be. And then, I feel a sharp pain. 4 points around my stomach. It's like acupuncture, but instead of needles, it's pure, concentrated weight. Yes, 8 tons each. Ow, ow. I wake up in my bed. Alistair hovering over me, peering right into my soul. Meow. Alistair, seriously? That's when I register the sound of my alarm.
Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer.
Hey, Sho, thanks for the lurk. That's when I register the sound of my alarm. How long has it been going off for? I push Alistair off me and roll over to check the time. It's noon? I whip myself out of bed. My legs feel like lead and I want nothing more than to bury myself back under the covers. But I'm already late for work. Meow. I know. You probably tried to wake me up sooner. I stumble into the bathroom and grab my makeup. I'm late, like seriously late. I could get fired. And I really shouldn't bother with this now, but... Piss. Alistair, I know how late I am. But my manager would hate to see me barefaced at work. I may as well. And remember, we were thinking that, like, the makeup might be, like, what's causing all these power problems. I feel like there's got to be something with the makeup, right? Like, I think that's how our enemy is attacking us this time. That's the monster of the week, as it were. I fasten my hair up quickly and grab some makeup samples strewn about the countertop. It's from the Sentimentality line. I could use something different for once, but it doesn't matter. It's time to hurry up and put my look on. I could feel Alistair clawing up and down my pajama pants. Once my face finally comes together, I'm starting to feel a bit more energized. I remember my dream from earlier. I definitely wanted to hold on to that moment a little longer. That's probably why I slept in. Phew, I think I'm ready to go. And Alistair, chill. I'm meeting with the squad later. We're gonna figure this out. Alistair blinks at me, but not in a cute cat slow blink kind of way, in a judgmental way. I'll be back later. I scramble with my shoes, nearly forgetting my keys on the way out the door. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee! Okay, time to save again, because as we know, we can make mistakes, and I don't want to make mistakes, because that lets us hang out with our friends less. Welcome to Glamour Pop! Yeah. Is he foaming at the mouth? Sentai. Are you looking for our Sentimentality line? Better give him what he's looking for. Foaming at the mouth. Glitter compact, Paris brush set, or bubbly body wash? I'm guessing body wash. Let's go with that. Take our special sample soap, bubbly body wash. Oh. So refreshing. Huh? So, did you just drink that? I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Okay, I guess soap was the correct option. Although, I'm not sure why, whether it's just random weirdness or whether people are being turned into zombies. Let me just move my mic a little bit so it's more over here. Who should I go hang out with now? So KJ is who we've been... Let me try and remind myself. Jackie is the boxer who's training. Ara is the idol, formerly known as Boyoung. Miranda is the woodworker. Lise is our friend. And... who else was... KJ is the non-binary person that we kissed. I guess we'll go hang out with Miranda? She was doing woodworking and stuff. She didn't seem that interesting, but... I called Miranda up to see if she's free. She said she wants to meet at the park again. When I arrive, she's already sitting on the same bench. Akiko, come sit down. She looks nervous. I sit as I'm told and wait. Miranda pulls something from her bag. It's wrapped up in a cloth. She hands it to me without a word. I unwrap it to find a necklace. The pendant is cut from wood. The details are incredibly fine. How did she do this? Oh, that's right. We did ask for something special. At the center, something glows. At first, it looks like a jewel, but then I realize it's concentrated star magic, swirling in a glass sphere. Miranda, this is gorgeous. Well, you inspired it. Look at her sparkling. This so rarely happens, but I'm speechless. This gift is so special, and so is Miranda. Whoops, managed to click off the game. I turn around and gesture for her to put it on me. She rests the pendant gently on my chest. I can feel her close to my neck as she fastens the clasp. I get chills. Miranda's brow furrows as she looks at the gift again. She reaches for it. I pull back. What are you doing? There's a little nick. Let me take it and I can fix it. No! Don't take backsies. Akiko, come on! Unhand my present! But it's not perfect! Okay, I'm gonna make it save so we don't mess this up. Tell her it's already perfect. Oh, it's tempting, but I feel like that's definitely the wrong choice. Tell her you like its imperfections would probably be the best choice. Scream nonsense at her until she stops is probably funny and probably an acceptable choice. But I think that's imperfection is going to be best, but I also want to click perfect just to see if it's wrong. What do you mean? It was made by you, so it's perfect to me. That's sweet and all, but it's not objectively perfect. Miranda, a gift isn't valuable only if it's perfect. But... hang on, I wanna reload that. Okay. I like that it's imperfect. It shows that it was handmade. No one in the world will have the exact same one as me. It makes me feel special. Miranda stops reaching to take it back. Oh, she's sparkling again. Well, if that's the way you feel about it. It is. Gift isn't valuable only if it's perfect. But I see her struggling to say something, but this time I know what she needs to hear. Or at least what I need her to hear. I'm seeing it now. You're working so hard, wanting so badly to make something that lasts. Your obsession with perfection. Miranda, you aren't only as valuable as the things you make for people. Miranda's eyes go wide. Your worth isn't defined by your productivity or the durability of what you create. Things will break and fall apart, no matter how perfectly you create it. Your gift isn't that you are wonderful at creating objects, though you have an immense talent for that. It's your gift for creating feelings in people. And this gift, it makes me feel incredible joy. I will remember that, even if it has a nick on it. Even if it falls apart before I do one day. Are those tears in her eyes? Oh God, I'm making her cry. I didn't want to upset her. I always say the wrong thing. I'm so sorry if I overstepped or misunderstood again. Thank you. Miranda wipes her eyes and smiles. I think that's exactly what I needed to hear. Her magic was always so ephemeral. It felt fickle, but I think I see what you mean now. We're interrupted by the sound of laughter nearby. A couple sits on a nearby bench, clearly in the throes of an excellent first date. Miranda smiles to herself. She lifts up her hand. What is she about to do? I look up to the sky as a star materializes from a section of darkness. It gets brighter and brighter, then it shoots across the night sky. She's made a shooting star! I hear the couple gasp, but they look up in awe. They look at each other like it's a sign. They kiss. Miranda looks pleased with herself. I fold my hands under my chin and look at her mischievously. So what are you going to conjure up for me? Emoticon. Oh, well, 2 spontaneous shooting stars in less than a minute might look suspicious. Miranda. I'm gonna save here, but I definitely know which one I'm flirting with you. But I could stop if you want me to. Miranda takes her hand, my hand in hers, firmly. No, you can keep going. But I can't. I'm blushing and at a loss for words. We sit there for a while in warm quiet. We don't need words. It's hard to finally pull our hands away, but we know we have to end the moment sometime, and that's okay. The moment doesn't have to last forever. We can make more. I'm the last to arrive, as everybody else is seated and sipping on their gallon sodas. A gallon? That sounds like a lot. Is that a lot or not? Like for a soda? Closing up Glamour Pop for the day felt like a waking nightmare. I could barely keep myself together as I stumbled out the door. Please, tell me someone grabbed a drink for me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I just walked through a desert to get here, and an oasis is right in front of me. And the oasis is full of sweet, sweet Diet Pepsi. Oh God. Miranda raises an eyebrow and slides a cup my way. Seriously, you've got to take better care of yourself, Akiko. Your complexion isn't looking so hot. Eat something, too. Because we're wearing that makeup. I plop down in the empty seat next to her and plant my face straight on the table. I promise you, this isn't just low blood sugar. It's been like this all week. It's that way for me, too. Work is normally exhausting, but now I feel like a little brown bat. I don't remember if that's her voice, but I'm gonna say that it's her voice. Oh, I see the resemblance. They're cute too. I don't think she means a physical resemblance. This is the part where Lise tells us an animal fact like little brown bats are tired a lot of something. Lise does not provide a fact about little brown bats because she's already drifted off into half sleep, leaning on Miranda's shoulder. Ara pops open a chip bag and dumps the contents onto the tray in front of us. She has her eye-catching wig on again. Yeah, I can offer some solidarity on that front. I feel like garbage in the recording studio today. It's weird. I feel alright in the mornings when I'm getting ready. But later, when I'm really in the thick of work, this horrible feeling just gets worse and worse. I feel like I just crave breaks, taking a few minutes to freshen up, get some air. It's the only time I feel normal lately. Happy even. Of course, the guys at the studio just think I'm a massive diva. Jackie puts down her comically large burger. Is that thing a triple stack?
I know what you mean.
I've gotten even more tired in training. My head's been foggy. I've had to cancel on Layla a few times just because I can't bring my A game. I'm trying to do right by her, but I've been too distracted and fussy over how I look, and it's seriously getting into my head. I never took myself for the vain type. But maybe it's old insecurities coming back.
Jackie, honestly, I'm not experiencing those symptoms on the same level as you guys. I wish I knew what was going on. At least Miranda and I have been mostly in the clear.
Well, about that.
I know I said in the past I wasn't experiencing it, but I think I am, actually. Just a little bit.
What? Even you? There's been a lot on my mind lately, and I feel like I'm falling behind at work.
I got scolded the other day for forgetting to put on safety glasses. I mean, that's safety rule number 1.
Miranda pauses, looking uncomfortable at what she just disclosed. The Miranda I know would never miss up a simple safety procedure like that. This can't go on. The loss of our magic is one thing, but our health is another. A beat passes. Everyone is lost in thought. I think about everything that's happened so far. I mean, it must be the makeup, right? The gradual loss of our powers.
Require immediate replenishment of all my imbibements.
Thank you for that, Bart. I just took a drink.
The gradual loss of our powers? How can I no longer understand Alistair? How we investigated Lise? And found her acting way more than strange? The seemingly random flashes of nostalgia? Remembering our glory days far more than usual? And this gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach that I could get up right now and put on another coat of lipstick. Makeup? Oh, the bathroom's to the left. Actually, I'll go with you. I think my mascara's clumping again. Blah. No. Guys, hear me out. I frantically rummaged through my purse and dumped the contents on the table. Amongst crinkled receipts and dusty candy wrappers are the samples of sentimentality I've been using all week. I grab my makeup brush. It's subtle, but it's there. A pull. A gut in my feeling that says, I need to use this. This is the source of everything that's been happening.
A makeup brush? Or not just a brush?
It couldn't be.
The makeup?
The whole table looks incredulous. A moment passes, but their faces darken.
Of course. KJ and I haven't been using it like you three have, and it matches how much we've been affected. With the rate I've been applying it, I can't deny it makes sense.
Speaking of which, our customers have been going wild for this stuff. It's like there's an addictive quality to it. It gets in your head. You start thinking about old times. Lise salivates at the sight of it. And after it fades, you're left feeling empty, which only makes you want it more.
You know what? I'm done with speculating.
Miranda slams her hands down on the table and stands up, looking determined.
We need definites right now.
Everyone looks shocked by her outburst. Miranda's never taken the lead like this. I think back to years ago. Miranda's voice, a bit softer than the others, would falter mid-sentence, where she'd struggle to shrug off Boyoung's incessant babying. And she worried about not being able to hold a decent conversation with Jackie. And spoke quietly with KJ on the side, comforting them when the Sentinel's pillar of defense was feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes, I see her sitting at her desk after school. She'd be carving those tiny wooden figures at her desk, totally focused. I see that same Miranda now, finally taking charge. Lise looked surprised too,
but her expression grows sad. We need to finish this. I can't stand seeing ordinary people like Lee's get hurt. Miranda shoots me a look and looks back at the table. Akiko, I'm borrowing this.
Miranda!
Miranda holds up a highlighter compact and pops it open for everybody to see. She dabs a finger onto the glittery powder and swipes her cheek with it. We all lean in. I know I shouldn't, but just watching Miranda use the makeup makes me want to use it too. Seeing you all gathered around like this, it reminds me of how we used to hang out here after class. Shoot, it's getting to me. The feeling's just like that concealer sample I've been using to cover up some late-night dark circles.
Miranda, that's enough. There must be some mistake. It's just makeup.
Is it? Let's take a look inside.
Miranda takes the compact and holds it up. She imbues it with just a hint of her Stardust magic, just enough to burst the compact open. It lands on the table in pieces. As it does, a dark magical cloud from inside floats into the air and then dissipates.
Ooh. That cloud, that wasn't my magic. It was someone else's. It has all been revealed.
I mean, even if it was the makeup's fault, how is this happening? Who's doing this?
Hera looks at me for answers, but I know she won't like what I'm about to say.
Anna Lee, the woman you're working with. What?
I figured that ice-cold bit.
No! It's like I said before, Anna Lee is doing this Elementality Live for a good cause. I'm doing this for a good cause.
Jackie puts a gentle hand on Ara's shoulder. She deflates slightly, looking away. Listen, Ara, this is worth investigating. If we're wrong, but we need to get to the bottom of this. I say we bust into Annalee's place tomorrow. You and me, Akiko.
What?
You use your authority as Glamour Pup's #1 employee to get us in the building, and I'll do the rest.
The rest of the group looks dumbfounded by KJ's suggestion, but eventually Miranda nods.
KJ's right. We need to get to the bottom of this.
If we're right about the makeup, all those people we've handed out samples to, Akiko, we have to stop the sale somehow.
And who knows what long-term exposure will look like. It's decided then. Stealth and espionage. You and me, Akiko.
Sounds fine with me. We'll reconvene tomorrow evening with our findings. Ara is looking at the floor with a guilty expression. Jackie and Miranda seem uneasy. Jackie especially, who's now fiddling with the contents of her backpack and tossing her makeup products out on the table. I feel terrible knowing that I might have inadvertently exposed my friends to makeup through my job. For Ara and Jackie's health, and for everybody's magic, we have to get answers. I look at KJ, who's wearing a determined expression. I know we will. Finally, time for bed. I eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolds me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. No! Shut up, alarm! Let me sleep 10 more minutes.
I guess we're here.
Holy crap! Oh my god! We're actually standing in Annalee's office. We made it! KJ, I can't believe you know how to pick locks.
It takes a little practice and the right tools. I could show you sometime.
I'm freaking out. This is like a crime. Are we criminals now?
The real crime here is this obnoxious office. It takes up the whole floor. But is it big enough to contain Annalee's ego?
We were unbelievably lucky to sneak in here. I somehow convinced security at the front desk that I was here to interview for my promotion from sales assistant to manager at my store's location. They didn't seem especially convinced, but let me through when KJ gave them the stink eye.
What good is security that, lets people through when someone looks mean at them? If someone's trying to, get through by being mean, that puts up, more red flags in my mind.
When we reached the middle floors, KJ chatted up some office ladies to figure out when Annalie's lunch break was. They sure know how to put the moves on. Now we're here, in the director's office. This place feels pretty empty. It's kind of intimidating.
Rich people taste. Everything's minimal. Ho ho ho! I can afford to take up lots of space and put nothing in it.
So what do we do now?
We dig up as much dirt as we can.
But where from? There's nothing here. Maybe there's a secret room or something.
It's probably all on our computer.
Ah, yes. Not this again.
I take it you still haven't learned how to use a computer.
Well, they keep changing so fast, you know? What's the point in learning if it's all obsolete in a few years? I guess this is like 99, so not everyone would have, would have regular need for a computer. Remind me, why are you the one in charge again? I'm gonna say strong delegation skills. A key part of any leadership position is knowing the strengths and weaknesses of your team. I picked you for this break-in because I knew you had the right skill set, including computer literacy. Oh wow, that actually made me sound competent. Must be the corporate atmosphere rubbing off on me.
Who are you and what did you do with Akiko?
Hey, give me some credit, will you? You don't save the world as many times as we have without picking up some leadership skills.
Also, we didn't pick KJ. KJ picked us. But you just said you didn't know I could pick locks.
Ah, I saw right through it. Anyway, let's go, team. Synergize! We approach Annalie's enormous desk and notice it's covered in Glamour Pop makeup samples. KJ takes a spin in her luxurious leather office chair.
You're fired, and you're fired. You, get the mayor on the phone. I want to buy the police. Actually, that's probably not too far from the truth.
They rummage through their backpack and bring out a pencil case. To my surprise, the case is full of CDs and floppy disks.
Back to business, I guess. Oh, they've put their glasses on. I think it's their glasses, not Annalie's.
Acid burn? They start up the computer, and when it asks for a password, they load up a CD labeled Acid Burn. After a few seconds, all kinds of weird stuff starts happening on the screen. Hey, that's one of those old Apple computers, one of those old Macintosh. They didn't teach you this at the school computer club, did they?
What do you think, princess?
They're now typing lots of commands on a black and green screen. No, what you're doing looks super illegal.
Yep, just don't ask me where I got the software. I'd have to kill you.
They're really concentrating. I should probably stay quiet and check those makeup samples. This could take a while.
I'm in.
Wait, what? You're amazing, KJ. I had no idea what just happened, but it's really impressive.
It's just some messing around. Anyone could learn it.
But like, we're inside Annalie's computer now?
Yep, she must be one paranoid lady because her system is off the corporate network. Didn't even have to bother with network security. Just a direct, unmonitored line to the outside world. Had I known, we could have done this remotely.
Slow down, I only stood that last part. You're saying we didn't need to break in?
In theory, yes, but it took getting all the way to her desk to learn that. Life's little ups and downs.
So, what do we do now?
Why don't you take a look for yourself? It's one of those new iPlum computers. Very user-friendly.
They get up and dramatically gesture towards the chair. I guess now's as good a time as any to learn how to use one of these things.
No. Now is not a good time to be learning how to use a computer. Now's a terrible time to be learning how to use a computer. Let the professional handle it. Let KJ do it. And, so we can get out of here as soon as possible. Otherwise, we might mess something up.
I fumble around the computer for a while, until KJ leans over and guides my hand over to the web browser.
If you want to find out somebody's dirty secrets, a great place to start is their web browser history.
Web? You mean the World Wide Web? Oh God, just listen to me. I sound like an old granny. After this is all over, I'm taking computer classes.
I feel like we were still calling it the World Wide Web. In like 99. Am I crazy?
Maybe KJ could teach me. On the other hand, I'd probably be way too slow for them. Maybe they'd teach me illegal stuff. Is there an illegal way to email someone? I don't know. My thoughts are interrupted when KJ moves my hand over to some kind of banking program.
Another place people bury their secrets is financial records.
Oh. Why are they looking at me like that? Was I supposed to say something more intelligent?
You're such an airhead. What'll it be, princess? You're up to bat. I feel like financial records is probably more important in this case. Let's check the financial.
Okay, let's hit the books. I click on the banking program, and a wall of charts and big numbers fills the screen. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. We both look at the screen in silence for a moment, trying to absorb all of the new information.
Yeah, big money. And not much of it seems to be going to that charity foundation she set up.
Wait, she's keeping all the charity money?
From the looks of it, she's putting the money into the foundation, and then 99% is sent to... She's putting the money into the foundation, and then 99% is sent to a mystery account in Switzerland. Oh, Switzerland.
That's not good. That's really suspicious. Okay, let's check the internet. With a little help from KJ, I connect the computer to the internet, then open the web browser. Look at me! I'm surfing the information superhighway.
Yes! She said it! She said the thing! I was hoping she'd say the information superhighway. There you go. Now, let's look up the history.
It takes me a minute to figure out, but I get there eventually. KJ is surprisingly patient with me.
There's a lot of entries for one website. Inside Mahou.
I click on the last history entry. Inside Mahou seems like some kind of magical girl fan site.
Look at you go! And from the looks of it, Annalie has administrator access. That means she runs the site.
She owns all of this? Why would she run a website about magical girls? Maybe for the makeup line? But then, why all the secrecy?
That's what we need to figure out. Why don't you click around and see what you can find? Oh, right here.
We're hacking.
Okay, so inside Mahou. Free community discussion about present and past magical girls on the scene. Submissions are currently open for new photos or videos of magical girls. Looking for more content of the Sentinels. Questions or complaints can be forwarded to the moderator at avocado@rotmail. Want the secret to becoming a magical girl? Strawberry Soury Memorial. About Muscat Marina and Banana Brie. Would you buy merch of your faves? How do I become a magical girl? This site is actually so sad, who cares about this garbage? Thoughts on magical girl today? Looking for more Fruit Fatale pics. Ara's new single debrief. Let's click this one. Would you buy merch of your faves? Anonymous user. Thoughts on merch for magical girls? Where do you buy it? Do you support it? Is it creepy? Lamau, you're worried about being creepy while being on this site? Mod, Avocado. I don't see a problem with it. They're public figures. So, is Avocado Annalie? They're working hard to protect us and want some privacy, not to be monetized. Where's the respect?
If they wanted to be respected, then they should fight in secret then.
I feel like they do try to fight in secret, don't they? Okay. I guess we'll start at the top then if we're going to be reading all of these things. Anyone else miss the Sentinels? I do. Bubble Girl was my favorite. Wish she'd come back. Mod? Group's overrated. Oh, she doesn't like the Sentinels. Just listen to Ara if you miss them so much. Ara's new single debrief.
She's so cute.
Boring. Think she'll feature the other Sentinels on her next album? I want to see the redhead again. Ooh, Miranda. Looking for more Fruit Fatale pics. Well, why are there so many threads about this group? Seriously, this is the third this month. The mod's obsessed. Holy shit, who cares about a dead group? Is she a former member of Fruit Fatale, maybe? That could be something. What's on Magical Girl today? Wish there was a new group active. Yawn. Somebody needs to stir things up. Anons on this board are like, need the city to get terrorized ASAP, XD. Arch Brenemy. This thread has been deleted for violating the rules and guidelines. How do I become a Magical Girl? In your dreams. I hear some are aliens from outer space. Sticky tongue out face. Give up, buddy. Also, who even needs them right now? About Muscat, Marina, and Banana Brie. I heard rumors they moved in together after Fruit Fatale broke up. They're obviously related, lol. Probably cousins. What the fuck are you guys on about? I wonder if that's like a Sailor Moon kind of reference with where they changed one relationship into them being cousins, which is weird. Strawberry Saori Memorial. Sayori? Strawberry Sayori. That's probably how that's pronounced. Strawberry Sayori.
I miss her so bad. A real tragedy.
Rest in peace forever. It is what it is. She was perfect. There will never be another Magical Girl like her. Okay. So Annalie was a big Strawberry Sayori fan. Interesting. And want the secret to becoming a Magical Girl. What? This thread has been deleted for violating the rules and guidelines. Okay, I guess we've read everything. Is there anything else we need to do? No?
Yikes, this is borderline obsessive. Annalie always seemed so composed and professional. Who knew she had all this going on?
We're all full of surprises, Akiko. Expect the unexpected.
Actually, yeah. That's real appropriate coming from KJ.
Okay, this is kind of incriminating stuff. Let me copy everything to disk so we have some evidence. Maybe see what else you can find.
I get out of the chair and let KJ do that magic. I take a look at the makeup samples on the desk. They're from the Sentinels line. Sentimentality. Everyone has been obsessed with lately. But that's not really much of a clue, right? Of course she'd have her own products on her desk. Her desk! I rummage through the desk drawers and find some notebooks. I flip through them hoping for some kind of clue. It's all boring financial reports and business strategy. I'm sure someone would find this interesting, but it's not me. I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I was having more fun on the computer.
Okay, I started the transfer. Now we just sit tight until it's done. What have you found?
Sadly, nothing interesting. I was hoping to see top secret evil scheme on a page. It's just boring business plans up to the end of this year.
Wait, just up to the end of this year?
Yeah, I was hoping to see something cool that hasn't been announced yet. There's nothing here for the year 2000.
Don't you find that a little odd? That a billion-dollar company has no plans for the next year? Not even the day before New Year's Eve?
Maybe it's in another notebook? We look through the drawers again, and there's no other notebooks at all.
And there were no Y2K plans on the computer either.
You're right. That's really bizarre when you think about it. Even I have plans for next year, and I'm not exactly the organized type.
we still don't have any killer evidence. All we know is that Annalie has an unhealthy obsession with the Fruit Fatale group, and she's been putting away the charity funds into a mystery offshore account. And she might be keeping a loose schedule for next year. That's not really going to hold up in court.
Fruit Fatale. Why does that sound so familiar?
I'm saying fatale. It's not fatale, it's fatale, isn't it? Like a femme fatale, fruit fatale. Hello, Earth to Princess?
Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Anyways, none of this evidence will hold up in court, as it was obtained illegally.
KJ, why do you know something like that?
It's better if you don't know. Now, if only we had something more concrete, like... You goofuses, you would take it way too long in there. Get in, get out. Ooh, music change.
Before I can blink, KJ pushes me down onto the floor. We huddle on the desk, and I try my best not to panic.
We look so cool.
I hold my breath. The echo of clicking heels fills the room.
Sigh? Those idiots in HR don't know what they're talking about. Constantly grilling me about how bad our retail turnover looks. Selling makeup cannot be that hard. As far as I've seen, those girls just stand around all day. Note to self, investigate automated retail stores.
She lets out a long, weary sigh.
But it won't matter soon. None of this will matter at all.
I can hear her heels pacing around the office. My heart is racing out of my chest. I steady my breathing, trying not to think about how totally screwed we are. The heels stop abruptly. Is she looking out the window, maybe?
I just need to be patient. The stage is set, and soon the curtain shall rise. New Year's Eve. That's the dawn of a new millennium, and the dawn of a new world. Hey, Sungets, welcome in. How you doing? How's your weekend going? How'd your week go? You notice anything different about me today? Everything I've done so far, this tiresome charade, will all be worth it. Note to self, buy yourself a nice dress for the party. You've earned it.
Party? What party? KJ's face suddenly turns white. They start frantically pointing up to the computer. They're trying to mouth something, but I don't understand. I crawl over to them to whisper.
I changed my sweater to a darker color. Yeah, exactly. Good eye there, Sungats. It definitely was changed.
I crawl over to them to whisper. The disc! The disc is still on the computer! I have to get it back! No, it's way too risky! It's our only evidence against her. We need that disc! I take a deep breath, peek over the disc to see where Annalie is standing. She's far enough away that KJ might just make it. I wave the all clear to KJ, and they make their move. There goes my steady breathing.
Have I been doing all right? Yeah, I've been doing great. I'm feeling happy that I've got my model working. It looks good. That was exciting, setting that up last night, and I've been working on some other stuff for future streams. Yeah, it's been pretty exciting.
I watch Annalie as she stares out across the city. I think she might be talking to a small cassette recorder.
Once sentimentality releases across the world, glamour pop will dominate the makeup market permanently. Everyone will need our product. They'll crave it like water in the air. The brand's reputation, the sales, it'll all skyrocket. I'll have more money and power than I'll know what to do with. Who would dare oppose me when the mere suggestion of reducing supply will send tens of millions of loyal customers into a violent frenzy? After all, I'm merely giving the people what they want. Perhaps I'll give a portion of that charity money back to Ara. She's been such a useful puppet. I'll even invite her to my New Year's Eve celebration. Show her the destruction she's caused. Ha ha ha.
At those words, KJ fumbles as they slowly retrieve the disc from the computer. They slowly duck back beneath the desk, disc in hand. We get close and whisper again. Wait, Annalee's been using Ara?
Obviously. What do you mean? What do you... Akiko, is that not obvious? Honestly, I suspected Ara and Annalee might have been working together almost this whole time.
Obviously, I mean,
Why were we including Ara in our discussions if we thought that she might be a traitor? And now I feel kind of like an asshole. If we get out of this, remind me to be nicer to her.
wait, Annalee, stop talking. Oh no. She totally heard us, didn't she? A beat passes, and I hear the sounds of Annalee turning from the window and walking towards the desk. I emote frantically at KJ, but they shrug in return. Only a few seconds to make a decision. What do we do?
Sneak around the desk, I think. We don't know for sure that we've been caught. Wait for her to, be the one to say that we've been found out.
It's time for some tactical espionage action. Try my best to point around the desk for KJ. They sternly nod. Annalee's footsteps are getting louder and louder. It's time to go for it. Quickly crawl out from under her desk to the right side as she approaches from the left. She sits down at the desk and starts using her computer. It's probably really obvious that someone else was just using it. I don't know much about computers, but I know that they need power. I pull the plug to buy us some time. I hear Annalee gasp in surprise. She gets up and walks around the left side of the desk to look at the back of the computer. She's crouched inches away from us, looking intensely at the ports and cables. I hold my breath and look over at the elevator. Why did this office have to be so stupidly oversized? There's no way we could make it over there in time. My panic is interrupted by Annalee's voice.
I swear, these machines are more evil than me.
She pulls out her cell phone and dials a number.
Matthew, is that you? Wonderful. Yes, I have another problem with the iPlum. Oh, happy birthday, Matthew. Goodness, Christmas, a birthday, and New Year's Eve all in 1 week. How nice. Well, yes, it is important. So I'd still like a few minutes of your time, if you'd please. Is that so much to ask?
I think now's our chance. KJ and I slowly inch out from the desk and creep towards the elevator. Fortunately, Annalee's tense discussion with Matthew appears to have her full attention. We both manage to get in the elevator and breathe a heavy sigh of relief as the doors start to close, just in time for Annalee to lock eyes with us.
You two?
I suddenly feel a sickening rise of magical energy permeate the air as green sparks crackle around her. She knows!
Oh no.
Just as she starts to cross the room, the door slides shut.
Fuck, that was way too close. Once we're out of the elevator, we need to make a run for it.
I nod with a shaky exhale and wait for the end of our descent.
We got the achievement breaking and exiting. Whew, that was intense. I wonder what would have happened if we decided to surprise her, seeing as she found us out in the end anyway.
We run to KJ's bike parked across the street and make a quick getaway. KJ takes a long and winding route to the park in case we're being followed. Eventually, we park up and catch our breath. I feel like my heart is trying to escape through my throat. We made it. We escaped.
Well, you're an interesting date, aren't you?
Well, I'm glad you can see the funny side of all this. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. How did I do this kind of thing on a regular basis? I think I took for granted just how much saving the world keeps you in shape.
Anyways, we need to get the gang together. Our little investigation yielded some answers after all. Even if we have to break some rules to get them.
Rules? More like laws. But you're right. The Sentinels need to know ASAP. Then we'll figure out our next plan of action.
I'll go swing by the Golden Glove for Jackie. And that woodshop Miranda hangs at.
Right, and I'll ring Ara after I call off work. Wait, work? Shoot, KJ. Annalise saw me. She recognized me. She remembers what store I work at.
Sounds like the perfect excuse to quit that crappy gig. Congrats. No more, I make a dime for Annalise dollar.
No, not congrats. I'm worried, KJ. This might not just affect my job. What about Lise? What if she threatens her, uses her against us? I'm sorry, but I think I should go to work to make sure she's okay.
You can't be serious. After everything that just happened? It's like wandering right back into the lion's den.
KJ looks worried for me. I feel a bit guilty. But I can't just abandon Lise.
Damn it, this is why we shouldn't have let Lise in on our secret. Now that she knows she's a liability. I understand. Protecting people is our thing, after all. Listen, I'll grab everyone.
Shut up.
Thank you for that, bot. I'll grab everyone, but promise me you'll meet us here later, okay?
Got it. Thanks, KJ. I run off to work as fast as my feet can carry me. I guess if I'm here, I still have to actually work. No, you don't! You don't have to actually work. What? That's not what? We're just here to check on Lise. We don't need to work a shift. I don't think we're going to get paid. Welcome to Glamour Pop?
Give it to me! You! Give it to me!
Whoa, calm down. What are you looking for? Hey, please don't break the glass.
Do I want to... I feel like it would be wrong to give them sentimentality sample, wouldn't it? Like, now that we know that it's definitely, like, addictive and bad for people, that would be messed up. I mean, that's clearly what I want, but... Let's give them my shadow.
Stay away.
Whoop, excuse me.
Stay away. I'll throw this pellet at your head.
Ah, give me this!
Oh crap, they just stole some sentimentality makeup straight out of the display. Work went about as well as it could have gone, all things considered. Lee spent half the day hooting at people to try and get them to stop taking samples. But that didn't stop most of them. They're rabid for it. Once work is over, we rush over to meet the others.
Well, I can't believe we worked a full shift.
It's our old classroom again. KJ and I agreed that this would be the most discreet location. When I slide over the doors to room 3A, I see the whole crew gathered up and looking serious.
She also knows where Ara is, like, basically at all times, so...
KJ is standing near the blackboard, clearly made an explanation. They breathe a sigh of relief when we lock eyes. Akiko, I'm glad to see you've made it back in one piece. Seriously, I'm glad you're okay. The rest of us took time off today. You're crazy for going into your shift. Sorry to worry everyone, but it's important for me to see what's going on at the store. Our customers have changed. The makeup is really affecting them. Half of them are like zombies, and the other half are like hippos treating the makeup like it's water. And you do not want to get between a hippo and the water. And that's not the only problem. I'm sure KJ filled you all in, but Annalise saw us. Well, she definitely saw me. And she definitely remembers your store location. You and Lise made an impression on her. Right, needless to say, I'm expecting repercussions for that any minute now. Miranda looks uneasy. Is she worried about Lise?
I guess Miranda and Lise are gonna hook up. Hold on, I need to backtrack. Akiko, you said before you got here, KJ was mid-explanation about everything you learned. Annalie runs a gossip mill about magical girls on the World Wide Web? She's embezzling charity funds?
KJ waves around a CD.
All copied onto here, in case anybody would like to review it in the computer lab.
And then you ran into Annalie herself? Right, we hid from her for a while. Gosh, I lost years of my life from that. Anyways, this is the important part. Annalie's fully aware of what's happening with the makeup. In fact, we're all but certain she's the cause of this. She's trying to drive up Glamour Pop's sales, trying to create customer dependency. All of the side effects, those rigged cravings to put on makeup, our magic fading away, our energy levels, and our enthusiasm to get through our ordinary days? It's all caused by Annalie, by sentimentality.
So, does that mean she has powers then?
Most likely. We weren't able to clarify the specifics, though. Ara, is there anything you noticed when you were working with her? Sorry, no, nothing off the top of my head at least. Our relationship was purely business. Ara ducks her head. She looks like she's about to burst into tears. And I want you all to know, I'm sorry. Ara, I don't know how to express this, but I really thought I was doing something good. She told me this was for charity, that a makeup line based on us would be fun and refreshing for our audience. I know my actions don't look so great, that I might even look like an accomplice to this, but...
Hold it, Boy Young. I know you're not an accomplice to this. Nobody here thinks that.
Jackie, Miranda, and Lee's not along.
I've been harsh on you in the past, and honestly, I think a lot of it is still justified. But that doesn't change that deep down, I know you're not a bad person.
KJ.
Don't look so down, Lieutenant. I'm not about being a magical girl anymore, but we're still a team. Ditto.
And Ara, all I'm hoping is, maybe at the end of this, we can start being a little more forthcoming with each other.
I know I'd like to.
Right. Lise has her camcorder out. Are you filming right now? It was just such a beautiful moment. I had to capture it as the official Sentinels documentarian.
The what now?
Trust me, it's easier if you just let her do it. All right, and that's the point. And that's a point for emotional vulnerability. I've seen this group struggle with authenticity from day one. Trust me, it's a hurdle for me too. But everything's a process. It's something we have to train ourselves to be aware of. Jackie's grown surprisingly wise over the years. It must be all that teaching she's doing. Ara's eyes finally well over as she bursts into tears. Ara, thank you all. I know we have our differences, but what I really wanted is... I just wanted to be friends again. The room is silent for a beat as everyone looks stunned over Ara's confession.
Funny you say that, Ara. You've been our friend the entire time, as far as I'm concerned. And we can be better friends now.
Wow, this is gold. You were all a big step up from my pigeon actors, except Wingsworth. You guys. Ara looks at KJ expectantly. KJ clears their throat.
Yeah, we can be friends, so long as we work on accepting each other's different viewpoints, yada yada.
KJ looks a little flustered. I think they might have used up their capacity for sappiness for the night. Ara nods. I hear you, KJ. I'll continue to hear you out on anything else, too. And Lise. Sorry, I'll stop filming. My tape is almost filled anyway.
No, James Cameron. We mean you're our friend, too.
What? But I just got here, and I'm not a magical girl. None of that matters. You're here for us. We're here for you, too.
I know I'd be honored to be your friend, Liz.
And I think you know where I stand on the matter. You're all so nice. I'm just going to not cry over here. Finally, it's starting to feel like the Sentinels are back in the game. I'm touched, but... What were we talking about again? Right, the evil plan. Huh? Oh. Sorry, I think I got us off the rails.
Always a drama queen, this one.
Ara punches KJ in the arm, but it's playful.
Akiko, about the makeup. If I remember correctly, isn't it scheduled to drop on New Year's?
Earlier actually. New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow.
It's all on the CD, though Annalie verbally confirmed it too. Something about the dawn of a new millennium. I mean, technically, it's not the new millennium. Like, the millennium doesn't begin until 2001. Like, but yeah, okay, I get the Y2K. Yeah.
Something tells me I wouldn't like her millennium very much. Cold, beautiful, terrifying. Ira suddenly gasps. Oh my gosh, I'd almost forgotten. I was so wrapped up in my feelings about being seen as a potential accomplice. Annalie actually called me herself a few hours prior. Something about a company-wide New Year's Eve party at the Glamour Pop headquarters. I think she said it was on the rooftop. It was weird she didn't have an assistant call instead, but... Maybe it's not company-wide. Maybe it's a party for two. I forgot about that too. She mentioned that in the office. She had some fucked up sadistic line about wanting to make you watch the destruction. God, Annalie. She made it clear to me that she was expecting big-time sales on New Year's Eve. Is New Year's Eve really the time to try and sell makeup? That seems like a weird... But okay. Right. All the retail locations have stockpiled a bunch of it for release. We have enough to supply the whole eastern seaboard. I think she even mentioned selling it on Glamour Pop's webpage. Online shopping is the future, she said. Well, that'll never catch on. I didn't think a corporate celebration for all that would be suspicious. But come to think of it, I don't know anybody else on their marketing team who said anything about a party. Is it really just going to be her up there? Alone? Well, at least we know where to find her. So what do? We only have so much time left. And frankly, this sounds like a massive operation. I don't even know if we have the capacity to stop the sales of this makeup line, with only one day left. But we have to figure something out. The group goes silent and turns their focus towards me. Well, any ideas, Princess? You've always led the charge for us. KJ's right. I have always led the Sentinels. Let them into dangerous situations, totally head fast, sometimes without a concrete plan. And while there's plenty of fun memories, there's scary ones too. I know it took a toll on my teammates. It took a toll on me too. To be honest, I don't want to pick the plan for us. At least, not right now. I know we're on a tight time constraint, but thinking back on past experiences, I'd like us to carefully consider our options before deciding on anything. And I want everybody to seriously consider whether or not they're okay to take this on. I look at KJ, specifically. Miranda, too. I know some of us are trying to move on from the magical girl life. I want you to know I respect that entirely. A flash of sadness crosses Ara's face, but she nods along. So please, let's sleep on it at least. I appreciate that, Akiko. KJ doesn't say anything, but I can tell they're carefully considering what I've said. Liz gives me an emphatic thumbs up. I'll rack my brain for a solution. You're not alone in this. Sounds good to me. Best thinking during morning runs anyway. I do my best thinking during morning runs anyway. I'll think on it too. I'll come up with a strategy that'll blow Akiko's out of the water. KJ and Miranda echo their approvals to meet the following night. Then, it's decided. We're leaving it till the final, hour, basically. Tomorrow, we'll figure this out. Tomorrow is when whatever happens, we need a plan now. We don't have time. As the Sentinels scatter out of the classroom, I'm left with a tremendous sense of relief. Of course, everything about the makeup line and Annalie worries me. The thought of hundreds, no, thousands of innocent people being subjected to the ill effects of sentimentality utterly horrifies me. But for the first time in a long time, I get the feeling like I'm not alone anymore. I exhale and make my way home to Alistair. Finally, time for bed. I stay up way too late, reading my favorite shoujo manga. It ended on such a cliffhanger, I couldn't stop. Really? Really? We're staying up late reading manga before the eve of this potential world-destroying battle. It's New Year's Eve morning. It always seems quiet the morning before a fight. For now, I should check on the people in the store and make sure it's okay. Perhaps do a little recon on what we might be facing later on. I walk up to the store and... it's on fire! Like engulfed in flames on fire. The windows are smashed open, and through the flames I could see makeup scattered all over the floor. The stacks of samples we had for our sentimentality line are all gone. Does Anna Lee even realize how far she's taken this? The customers are so crazed by the makeup, they're arsonists now. I think I should make a tactical retreat. Quickly. Very quickly. I spend the rest of the day preparing. Tonight will decide everything. I walk briskly to our meeting place, Cove Park, 8 p.m. as promised. Alistair was left at home, even though he usually advises us before a battle. He can't talk anyways. And frankly, I'm worried about taking him outside after what I saw at the store. I spot KJ's motorbike first, parked by the cars, and then I see the crew gathered around the waterfront. Everyone looks worried. When we last left off, I thought we were in a good place, but... hey, I'm here! I wave and try to flash a reassuring smile to the group, but nobody reciprocates. At least, it seems the group has put some real thought into our dilemma.
I feel like we should be encouraging.
I'd say... cheer up, squad.
Their faces say maybe empty encouragement isn't the way to go. Okay. Okay, then let's say something serious.
This is a momentous day for the Sentinels once more. Confused stares. Thanks everyone for coming.
Akiko, how are you feeling?
Awful. I haven't used the makeup, obviously. But at work, the Glamour Pop store is on fire. Literally. Lee shivers at the thought of it. I remember her story about the forest fire, and I'm glad she didn't bother to come into work today. But good news. A healthy separation period from the makeup has caused my powers to come back. They're definitely not at full capacity, but it's something. And I was hoping, if it's like this for me, well, everyone else should be in a better state as well. The group ascends one by one. Jackie's flames are burning brighter. Ira's songs are potent again. Miranda's bursts of stardust are bright and lively. KJ's bubbles are properly bubbly. And Lee's came armed with a camcorder, apparently, and insists that her compliments to us were making our powers work better. Once everyone gets settled, I ask everyone for their thoughts on how...
Thank you for that, bot. Okay, I'll save the game. I feel like we saved plenty, but...
Once everyone gets settled, I ask everyone for their thoughts on how to approach our battle tonight. Ira raises her hand first, looking determined. I say we destroy her, straight up. She betrayed me, betrayed us. We collectively gawk at her. Why are you all looking at me like that? That's the only realistic option here. I call dibs on the final blow.
Damn, I was hoping for that one. But I guess you're well within your rights. Hold on, what do you mean, destroy her? Like, kill her?
I mean...
Seriously, Boyoung.
I never said kill her, just render her completely incapable of doing anything anywhere ever again. Anyways, what does the rest of the group think? Miranda raises her hand, looking nervous.
Looking serious. Honestly, I don't see any way around it. We have to fight her. It's all I've ever done when we've confronted villains. Magic wasn't always a positive force in my life, but it's within me. It's a part of me. I don't want to be a magical girl anymore, but I won't walk away from our last fight.
Our last fight?
I agree, Miranda.
Jackie raises a fist into the air.
Annalise caused too much trouble for the world already.
We should follow our tried and true path. I say, we fight her head on. I see no reason for us to hold back. Even if she is quite beautiful. Jackie, she was totally playing you at the makeup store. Don't fall for it. So, she's evil and gorgeous. I could change her. Jackie gives us a grin. Maybe she's trying to lighten the mood. Jokes aside, things have gotten seriously out of hand. And the longer we wait around, the more people could be hurt. Only a matter of time before someone like Layla gets caught up in this. That's why I think the direct route is best. That being said, I might not mind roughing her up to get her to stop. But ain't further than that, and I would be setting a miserable example for Layla as her mentor. Let's talk her down after we stop her. For all we know, she might be messed up from her own powers, right? We don't know. Hear me out. What if we let everyday people handle her? I know you haven't been here long, Lise, but we know what we're doing. Maybe that's part of the problem. You always make the decisions, but regular people take the hit. I have the perfect plan, and no murder is involved.
I'm willing to hear this.
First, we lure out Annalie, and you all get her talking. I'd record her confession.
This isn't sounding too bad.
Then I release my pigeon actors. Wingsworth will poop directly in her hair. His aim is true. She'll be devastated and distracted.
I take that back.
We run away, and I put the footage on the web. The people won't stand for her manipulation and toxic makeup. They'll ban her company and bring her to justice.
I'm all for exposing her, but I don't think we can avoid a fight if we confront her.
But a fight could mean casualties. If we don't stop her right away, we could be risking more lives.
I feel like violence may be necessary. Yeah, I mean, this seems like too much. Like she's turned people into like arsonists, like raving zombies almost. Violence may be necessary. We can't let her have any time to herself. We need to stop her immediately. We've never backed away from a fight before.
We've never backed away from a fight before. We should be ready. That's what I'm saying.
It's not exactly what you said, though. Look, all I'm saying is that there are alternative routes to winning.
We have to fight. This isn't about what any of us want. This is about saving the world. If my honorable death helps save the lives of other people, I'll do it. But if I go, Akiko, promise me you'll take care of Wingsworth. He eats organic grains and hates blueberries. If you get him one, he'll try to peck your eyes out.
Please, it's okay. No one is going to die.
Except that biatch, Annalie.
I thought we said no killing.
If it happens, it happens.
There's so much on the line. And it's not like it's never happened in a magical conflict before. I can see
KJ's face turning beet red.
Absolutely not. What the hell is wrong with all of you? Fuck, I can't believe this. And we fancied ourselves protectors of justice. Now the Sentinels, all grown up, are discussing the ethics of what's essentially a premeditated, aggravated assault. But it's okay if it's a magical conflict, right? What happens, happens? And yeah, Annalie's a total harpy. So it's okay if we happen to kill her in the process. It's not the fact... It's the fact that she's... Do you not think that she'll have a gun or something? No one else... I don't feel like the police are, like, equipped... She has magical powers. We saw the magical spark coming off of her, KJ. Are the police equipped to deal with this kind of stuff? Some of the police may be infected with the makeup. This is, like, society destroying the plan. Like... Her evil plan, like, we're not just doing this because we don't like her. God, just listen to yourselves. At least we had the excuse of being naive teenagers when we beat the shit out of our enemies in the past. But now the majority of the Sentinels can't put together a plan to solve a conflict without abject violence? That's sad. Really fucking sad. Okay, game. I'll do the less violent approach.
I don't know. Maybe a less violent approach is a viable option. Are you kidding me? How does letting villains get away ever work for us? How do we know she'll actually give up after that?
Look, all I'm saying is that there are alternative routes to winning.
We have to fight. This isn't about what any of us want. This is about saving the world. If my honorable death helps save the lives of other people, I'll do it. But if I go, Akiko, promise me you'll take care of Wingsworth. He eats organic grains and hates blueberries. If you get him one, he'll try to pick your eyes out.
Please, it's okay. No one's going to die.
Except that biatch, Annalie.
I thought we said no killing.
If it happens, it happens.
There's so much on the line. And it's not like it's never happened in a magical conflict before. I could see Okay, so she's gonna get angry no matter what decision we make.
I could see KJ's face turning beet red.
Absolutely not. What the hell is wrong with all of you? Fuck. I can't believe this. And we fancied ourselves protectors of justice? Now the Sentinels, all grown up, are discussing the ethics of what's essentially a premeditated, aggravated assault. I mean, if she could go quietly with us, then yeah, sure, that's fine. But I feel like she's not going to go quietly. That's when the fight will happen. We're not gonna go in there and immediately start beating on her. But it's okay if it's a magical conflict, right? What happens, happens. And yeah, Annalie's a total harpy. So it's okay if we happen to kill her in the process. God, just listen to yourselves. At least we had the excuse of being naive teenagers when we beat the shit out of our enemies in the past. But now, the majority of the Sentinels can't put together a plan to solve a conflict without abject violence? That's sad. Really fucking sad.
Everyone else is looking away, with a guilty expression on their face. KJ's right. If you go in willing to kill, then you will. But it may not be Annalie you hit with that blow, and your anger can wreak devastation far beyond the battlefield. One blast too big, and someone's home is engulfed too. It's hard, but you can take another path. Perhaps you must disarm her first, but then spare her and give her to the people. She should face a jury of her peers, not a magical executioner.
Yeah, yes, I mean, sure, like, is that not the plan? Like, we're gonna, like, fight her, but, like, then hand her over to the police, I would hope. She's not that big of a threat that she needs to be, like, killed instantly. Before even that, we should talk to her. She's a human being too, a magical one who may be feeling alone. Can't we all relate to that? If we don't try to at least talk her down first, then I don't know who we are anymore.
Talking first can put everyone in danger. We can't give her an opening.
Akiko, surely you can't be okay with this. Hang on. Who am I saying this to? I wouldn't put it like that, and honestly, I see a point. I'm too vague to... Am I talking about Ara's point, or am I talking about KJ's point? I think I want to say, honestly, I see a point to agree with KJ. Okay, so yeah, I do want to say that.
Honestly, I see your point. Oh, you do? So you agree with KJ that the Sentinels are just a bunch of irresponsible, violent vigilantes? We're no better than the villains we're defeating, then. I never saw us like that.
No,
I don't think that's what KJ was trying to say. Ira's patience is clearly run its course as she stands up from the park bench to get in KJ's face. Is that really how you see us, KJ? After everything we've been through?
I also don't agree. It's never been about hurting our enemies for me. It's about protecting others.
Jackie is trying to put some distance between Ara and KJ, but I could tell she's on Ara's side. Meanwhile, Miranda flounders by KJ, clearly wanting to speak up, but looking defeated. Miranda, say what's on your mind. Everybody listen. No one hears Lise. Miranda attempts to interject as Ara and KJ continue to argue. I think that she's drowned out by the others, then yells,
"Why won't you ever listen to me?" I feel like pulling rank is not gonna be a good thing. Listen to me doesn't... I don't know. Let's say please don't fight.
Please, don't fight. Come on, everyone. It doesn't matter what I say. Nobody can hear me. My voice isn't heard over the arguing.
Hang on, let me see what the other options do. Listen to me?
Just stop and hear me out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I say.
As leader,
Yeah, okay. So we will go with... Please don't fight.
Come on, everyone. It doesn't matter what I say. Nobody can hear me. My voice isn't heard over the arguing. Fuck. Our meeting is completely falling apart. I should have come up with a plan by myself and instructed the team accordingly. Same as always. But I guess it's in character for me too. To come up with a shitty idea and my teammates suffer the consequences. What are we going to do now? We fragmented again. And this time, I'm not sure if I can put us back together anymore. I put my hands over my ears and close my eyes. It's getting hard to breathe. I think I'm having a panic attack.
Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes.
What?
How are y'all on this fine evening?
I open my eyes to see my teammates, completely stunned. Solaire Blaze is standing right in front of us, doing his stupid pose with his stupid little sunglasses on. How does he always manage to appear at the worst possible moment?
Wow, Aura. It looks to me like you're cuddling up to KJ over there. I'm feeling the love. Got room for one more?
Solaire Blaze opens his arms wide to Ara.
Come on, Aura. Where's my hug at?
We're literally fighting now! Can you not?
Damn, I knew I was popular, but this... You don't have to fight over me, girls. Solaire's Blaze is red hot, scorching, and fiery. I have enough heat to warm up all of your cold hearts. Yeah? You like the sound of that? I don't think I've ever met someone as beautiful and freaky as you before. I'm Solaire Blaze. Can I call you my hoot hoot hootie? My hoot hoot hottie, rather?
These looks at everyone panicked and hoots even louder. Woo!
Miranda comes between the two.
Placing her arm over Lee's protectively.
Hey, woodworking girl. I can't wait until you work on mine. Hey, loser. I can't wait until you learn how to read the room. I'm talking to my ho-ho hottie right now. So if you could... Miranda cracks her knuckles.
KJ follows suit. Then Jackie puts them all to shame with a knuckle crack so gnarly I felt it in my own bones. Lise looks at Miranda with admiration. Solaire Blaze looks around hesitantly, not making eye contact with anyone.
So...
Solaire turns to me, for some godforsaken reason.
Akiko, you're looking, very pale. But in a beautiful way, of course. Your light shimmers like the moon. And I'll be your fiery hot sun.
Stop right there. For one, her motif is starlight, not moon. And for two, I'm the one who should be her sun.
Jackie, no need to be so uptight. We can warm her up together.
Can you, shut up, actually? Everyone turns to Solaire and emphatically agrees with Ara. This man reminds me of a mockingbird who watches too much TV. He says so many words, but I don't know if he knows what they mean. Also, lots of squawking. So much. Is he always like this? Everyone grumbles at yes. He is always like this.
See? I knew you guys could all work together. You're all united in trying to shut me down. I've always believed in you girls, gays, and theys. The Sentinels have always stuck together, no matter what foul adversity hits us. There is no us? You were never part of this.
Solaire completely ignores KJ and keeps going.
You're all stronger than ever before. Whoever this Uggo you're trying to defeat is not going to phase us.
Allow me to treat that injury.
Thank you for that, bud.
Yeah, we already knew that. Honestly, you didn't have to say that.
But I mean it! After high school, I drifted away from all of you, my dudes, and the true meaning of the cards. The people who used to put up with me don't anymore. And I try not to let that change me, but it's been hard. A challenge harder than any enemy I've ever faced. I bet it has for all of you, too. As you grow up, you become so much more of the pain. You see so much more of the pain in the world. And it's no longer just good and evil. It's morally gray. You may not know how this fight is going to turn out, but I can guarantee you that your chances are better together and united.
Everyone's jaws are on the floor. Is that still Solaire Blaze? But I'm not being fair, am I? I remember that teen boy I met. Ambitious, charming, newly discovered his card powers and wanting to use them for good. And his hair. I mean, what girl wouldn't have had a bit of a crush? Do not judge me. We've all changed and so has he. But it's nice to see that boy filled with goodness and wonder in his heart is still there somewhere. Buried. Very, very deep. Beneath those sunglasses.
Actually, doesn't he have a point? We were just arguing and getting nowhere. We should be ashamed at how our teamwork has deteriorated.
Oh, God, that makes me feel gross.
Yeah, that's not us. We're better than that. This teamwork muscle hasn't been worked in a while, but it's there. We have it. You mean I actually said something good? Don't let it get to your head. Wow, this feeling is... This is great! What else can I do to help?
Well, the enemy is... The evil is... I'm still trying to catch my breath. Solaire has no idea what we're even up against, but he's trying to help anyway.
Just tell me what to do. Solaire, do you know the makeup store Glamour Pop? It's a major chain around Diamond Cove. Surely you've seen it. Yes, ma'am, I know it. Lots of beautiful ladies walking in and out. Don't go, ma'am. Long story short, there's a makeup line that's based on us. It's labeled Sentimentality. Our enemy made the makeup. The makeup is evil. The evil must be destroyed. Right, I follow. There's a lot of makeup inventory in a lot of stores that needs to disappear before people can get more. You up for a little breaking and entering? Entering is one of my favorite... Stop. You were doing so well. You're right. I can do this. I can stop the makeup sales while you tackle the enemy. Teamwork, everyone. With a flick of his wrist, Solaire draws a card out of his pocket and holds it up into the air. He's still gonna do it, though.
Do what?
Feel the blaze, baby!
See ya!
And with a poof and an explosion of fire, he's gone.
Yep, he did it.
Oh, that's eccentric. The team is quiet for a moment, eyes glued to the spot where Solaire stood seconds ago. Oddly, I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm shocked I'm about to say this, but I think we can count on Solaire to help with stopping the makeup from being distributed further. At least we're getting some help on that front. Now, we just have to decide what to do about Annalie.
Akiko, I know it's hard, but we need our leader. You've heard how we each want to handle this. We can't do everyone's plan. One has to be chosen, and the person to choose is you.
Yeah, we can't even agree up to that. If only to make sure we do something. I can agree to that, if only to make sure we do something.
I'll follow your lead, but I might not respect your decision.
We'll follow your lead here. We trust you. I'll be here to support you all and do my part, no matter what. I won't let you down. You can count on us regular folks as well. The weight of responsibility is returning, but so is the warm feeling of their trust. It's being them, my friends beside me, that have always been my true power. There may be no perfect way to solve this, but we won't back down and let Annalie continue her plan. And it's up to me to lead and protect them as best I can. Thank you, everyone. Whatever I choose, I want you to know that I love and respect you all, even if we disagree. Your trust means the world to me. I'm ready to lead you. I'm starting to feel better, but there's still the fight ahead of us. We only have an hour until midnight now. Everyone, take a moment to prepare yourselves. The group takes a breather. I gaze out towards the waterfront. I really want to talk to someone I've grown close to in the past couple of days. I want to hear more about their plans. Well, no, what I really want to talk about is us. But I only have time to speak to one person. This choice is important. Our last chance to talk to someone before we face Annalie. Time is running out.
Oh, we could choose to talk to Alistair. That's interesting. But, I mean, it's gotta be KJ. We kissed. We kissed, so it's gotta be KJ.
Out of everyone, I want to make sure KJ is up to the challenge ahead. Hey, KJ, do you have a minute?
What is it? Another ethics debate?
No, I wanted to spend some more time with you. Tonight is going to be pretty eventful after all.
I get the sense you need some decompression time.
Yeah, I'm kind of stressed out, to be honest.
Maybe let's walk around the lake. Have another heart-to-heart?
That sounds good. Let's go. We go for a walk, taking our time. There's a minute or two of silence as we look up at the stars together.
What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing. Just the potential collapse of society. Maybe my friend's dying tonight. Making rent now that Glamour Pop is gone. Just the usual Starlight things.
Yeah, it's kind of wild what we mentally endure when you step back and look at it, huh?
Anyway, what were you thinking about?
Something a little less serious. I was wondering if Boyoung would want to start a new metal band with me. I think screaming would be a good outlet for her anger. Get her away from the fussy suits and the merchandising deals and make some real music together. Although, I should rewind what led to that. I'm still angry at her for essentially saying it's okay to murder if the good guys do it. But then I was thinking about how we've all been psychologically manipulated by evil makeup, and it kinda puts some stuff into perspective. Boyoung's been wearing that stuff for weeks. I can only imagine what that's done to her. I wonder if she's still thinking clearly. Just trying to rebuild that bridge, you know? But she doesn't make it easy. And, the makeup also explains some of my recent behavior too. I only wore it once, but I put on a lot of that stuff for that gig. Yes, I really am a rock star. Now I've performed on stage while tripping balls on psychoactive substances. Wait, and I drove you home on my bike. That was so dangerous.
Yes, but nobody got hurt.
But then I was in your room and came onto you and... I'm so sorry.
We could talk about it after we save the world from Annalie, okay?
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I think for the first time in my life, I'm actually happy my powers are only good for protecting people and can't do much damage. I still haven't made up my mind about keeping my powers after tonight. But I do know I want to be on that rooftop, especially if we have a homicidal pop star on our team. I know I don't call the shots, Akiko, but I really hope we can find some other way to stop Annalie. I'm willing to absorb the damage while you figure out... That's interesting, why is that in purple? I'm willing to absorb the damage while you figure out something. At least try to talk her down, and use force only as a last resort. But if it does come to that, I'll protect you, Princess. Like I always wanted. The team! I'll protect the team, as always, I mean. Flat!
It's okay, AJ. KJ. I know you'll be there when I need to dramatically fall into your arms. Maybe I'll even do it on purpose.
Oh, you don't say. I'll be sure to stay close to you, then.
I'd like that.
For real?
I'm not wearing any makeup today. Are you?
No. Oh shit, this is actually happening.
Maybe let's put this aside until it's over. I can leap into your arms some other time.
Yeah, okay.
Well, would you look at that? Now I'm the smooth talker. And with that, we finish our lap of the park and arrive back where the others are waiting. We climb the stairway of Glamourpop's headquarters up to the roof level. Just as we predicted, there's no sign of any New Year's Eve party, like Annalie told Ara. Even security has been sent home, so KJ had to pick some more locks. Eventually, we reach the top and push the door open to find...
How was Ara supposed to get up there if we had to pick locks to get there? Like, she was invited to the destruction party.
In the distance, I see a dark figure standing by the edge. I turn around after the stairway door slams closed. Shit, that's definitely...
Oh, you came, Ara.
Annalie, you fucking bit...
Quite rude of you to bring so many unannounced guests. I would have appreciated a call at least. No matter. The more the merrier. Tonight's a cause for celebration.
Annalie, cut the crap. We're here to put a stop to this, once and for all.
Oh, really? Aren't you a little too late for that? Sentimentality has already made its mark. The dear residents of Diamond Cove have already fallen, hook, line, and sinker. And when the clock strikes midnight, it'll be released to the world via the internet. Our retail stores and warehouses are chock full of the stuff. And instead of handling that, you've chosen to confront me? It's called cutting the head off the snake.
Except snakes are adorable. You're pretty darn cute, but very darn evil.
Oh my! A new member of the squad? Oh, the little girl who cannot even put on her robe correctly. Rogue? Rouge. A rouge correctly. Why would it be Want to give me a taste of your arm magic? Just rub that lipstick all over your face again.
I don't need magic to help take you down. You think you can make old humans make up obsessed zombies? That's a very weird, hard to say sentence. Think again.
Annalie, but...
Annalie bursts out in cruel laughter.
What a recruit! Incompetent and without any magic to boot. It goes to show you really are a bunch of washed up has-beens. I think revealing that she...
Says the lady running a gossip forum on magical girls.
Yeah, we've embarrassed her. I was simply gathering information on you all. And truthfully, the more I learned, the more pathetic you all looked. I saw every little success and failure. Failure you lead your... Oh, I saw every little success and failure you lead your squad into, Starlight.
Excuse me?
And it's no wonder you all drifted apart. Inevitable with such mediocre leadership. Anyways, I'm disappointed none of you chose to wear the product tonight. Don't you think that's a little disrespectful after all the work I did?
The makeup that devitalizes us and suppresses our powers? No thanks. You mean this right here? Miranda pulls out the sentimentality concealer. She imbues it with her Stardust magic and explodes it in a burst of fireworks. Her magic is back as being bright as ever. The black magic inside the concealer's case escapes in a wisp of smoke that accelerates and rushes straight toward Annalie.
Not suppressing. To be more specific, it's draining your powers.
Annalie puts out her hand and the wisp of dark magic is sucked into her fingers.
And all of the energy it takes, magical or otherwise, goes back to yours truly.
That must have been how she had so much power to imbue the makeup line. Her plan was cyclical. She built herself up through the makeup. Please, Annalie, I just want to know why. Why use us like this? Why throw our home into chaos? Was it all just for the money? Annalie looks me dead in the eye. She seems to be considering something.
Akiko, was it? A word of advice. There's no life after magic. Roll credits. She said the thing. She said the name of the game.
What?
All we have is our glory days, where we were on top of the world. We did our best to use magic for the sake of others, shoving all the physical and mental tolls away in a little box, promising you'll deal with it another day, until it all comes tumbling out.
What is she talking about? Who is we?
And once that's all over, well, you already know. We fought for a peaceful, happy life as an average citizen, a normal life. But what we get instead is a thankless, futile day job, nightmares of the trauma we endured on the battlefield. And nobody really understands just how much of your childhood you sacrifice for the betterment of others. As a normal person, you come face to face with monsters that are far, far worse than the ones you fight as a magical girl. Abusive bosses, corrupt politicians, and all sorts of malcontents who'd like nothing more than to drag you down. People that will chew you up and spit you out at the first sign of weakness. All you could do is learn how to play their game.
Annalie? I can't say I don't see a point, but...
Okay, let's try and talk this out. You can start over?
It's not too late to make amends.
Oh, please.
I understand what it's like to transition out of magical girlhood. Nobody prepared me for how hard it is.
It is hard, and I resent every moment of it.
Then let us help you.
Save your sympathy.
Annalie lets out a bitter sigh.
Stop trying to convince me out of this. I'm not slowing down my plans for the likes of you. After your defeat, I'm taking the money and escaping this city. It's funny, I've dedicated half my life to climbing the ranks of this company, but frankly, I don't give a damn if Glamour Pop sinks after this. This loathsome city can burn down too, for all I care.
Lee's growls in anger. Her home burning down? I won't let it happen again.
Actually, it'd be better off that way.
Enough! No matter your reasons, we're here to stop you. As it stands, you're just as despicable as the people you've described.
Huh, I never said otherwise. Fine then, if it's a fight you want, a fight is what you'll get.
Suddenly, magical energy crackles all around Annalie. The atmosphere tingles with power, amplifying as her powers rise. And then, Annalie is not Annalie anymore.
No more debate. No more magical girls. Your time is over.
Whoa.
Midnight Lady. Watching horror as midnight strikes.
Oh, midnight struck. Hang on, I want to go back and load that last chance to see if we can talk it out. What about your magical friends? Don't you have any former teammates you can rely on? What about your magical girl group? Oh, we've rattled her. That's good. Annalie looks rattled at this.
Excuse me? They're gone. 2 of them have moved on completely. And the other is buried 6 feet underground. Yeah.
Annalie lets out a bitter sigh.
Stop trying to convince me out of this. I'm not slowing down my plans for the likes of you. After your defeat, I'm taking the money and escaping this city. It's funny, I've dedicated half my life to... Yep. Gonna burn it down. These growls in anger.
Enough! No matter your reasons, we're here to stop you. As it stands, you're just as despicable as the people you've described.
Huh, I never said otherwise. Fine then, if it's a fight you want, a fight is what you'll get.
Suddenly, magical energy crackles all around Annalie. The atmosphere tingles with power, amplifying as her powers rise. And then, Annalie is not Annalie anymore.
No more debate, no more magical girls. Your time is over. Watching horror as midnight strikes.
Oh, she's got...
Oh, it's turned into an RPG all of a sudden. Oh! talk. What should I say? Root for Tale? Oof, I don't want to talk about that. Special move, Solar Sway, Rising Sun. Sentinel Soul uses Rising Sun. Powerful uppercut. Midnight Lady takes 84 damage. Sentinel Perigi uses Bodyguard. They taunt Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady sets her eyes on them. Lower enemy's attack, lower enemy's defense. Let's lower the enemy's attack. Sentinel Aurora uses Starry Serenade. Serenade. Sentinel Aurora serenades Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady's attack is decreased. Okay, I guess we'll do Shimmering Constellation. Sentinel Nova uses Shimmering Constellation. Oh, that's cool. Look at all these animations. They didn't have to make all this. She creates a new constellation. With its magic, the team basic attack damage has increased. Distract enemy with noises, 20% chance. Camera flash, compliments. Please use a Screech Owl. Midnight Lady is getting distracted.
The Sentinels are gonna rip you apart like a pack of hyenas. Yowza, that was a bit harsh. They will, rip you apart like a pack of hyenas.
It's Midnight Lady's turn. Midnight Lady is too distracted by Lisa's owl noises to attack. Strawberry Sayori. Oh, that was weird. She didn't say anything. Okay, so we've used Rising Sun. Power up Rising Sun for next turn. It looks like she doesn't have any MP left, so I guess we'll do a basic attack. Dawnbreaker. I say we do that again. Keep lowering the attack. I'll set you to guard. And distract again. Please use a Screech Owl. Midnight Lady is getting distracted. Midnight Lady is too stunned by what Starlight Sentinel said. She doesn't do anything. Oh boy. What do I do now? Do I try Strawberry Sayori again? I can't remember anything else. What were the other names of them? Midnight Lady doesn't care about what you... Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to use the same thing again.
My magic is mine, and you won't take it from me.
Using Screech Owl.
Can you move a little more into frame? What am I saying? Just kick her butt.
Is that all? You're a disgrace to magical girls. Perigi.
Uses bubble shield to protect themselves and takes no damage.
I think that was like banana. Stop! What's wrong with you?
Oh, what was the other fruit?
Is it an orange? Midnight Lady is too stunned by what Starlight Sentinel said. She doesn't do anything. Okay. Orange? No.
What was the other one?
Was it like kiwi fruit or grapefruit or something?
I don't remember.
Okay, so she shouldn't be able to hurt us if we keep just lowering her. Galaxy Supernova.
Just because you're sad doesn't mean you get to hurt people.
Back up with screech noises. Supportive owl noises. Midnight Lady uses avocado absorption. Oh. She's avocado. She absorbs 19 HP from Sentinel Perigi. Do we have any healers? Oh, okay, we do have. We're the healer. Okay, well, we'll heal up. Whoa, 88, that's a lot. I think we need to focus some more. We don't need to raise our basic attacks. I love to watch you struggle. Dark Dissension. Little Nova. What should I say? Avocado. Huh? Don't bring that up. Also, what is this expression? Why does Soul look like that through the fire? It's such a strange choice. Okay, time for an uppercut. Okay, that can't go any lower. Midnight Lady is too stunned by what Starlight Sentinel said. She doesn't do anything. Okay, now we need to heal up. Nova. What is the other thing that I need to say, though? I've forgotten what the other teammate was called. It was Banana and someone else. And they moved in together, like cousins. I guess we should lower defenses now? The attack won't go any lower. Everyone's at full health. I'm gonna have to look up Life After Magic boss words. Uwo? Who's uwoing? Is that you, bot? Thank you for that, uwo. Muscat. No wonder I couldn't remember it. Okay. So it was Strawberry, Sayori, Muscat, Marina, Banana, Brie, Avocado, Anna. What is a Muscat? Yeah, no wonder I couldn't figure it out. 'Cause I don't know what a Muscat is. I've never heard of a Muscat. I'm assuming it's some kind of fruit, but... Muscat. Stop! What's wrong with you? Special focus. Focus. Didn't do anything. Dead. Oh, what's wrong with you? Okay, yeah, no, it works. Now, I wonder what other words. So, is the talking it only just... What it does is prevent her from... Okay, she doesn't care. I guess that there's... I thought maybe we get some kind of secret ending if we said enough things, but I feel like we've said more than enough to try and unlock any kind of endings, so... I guess it's just a chance to get like 3 hits in. Excuse me. Ugh. Sneezing. Special. Okay. She creates a new constellation. With this magic, the team's basic attack damage is increased. Please keep screeching. Yep, pack of hyenas. Stand down, little girls. I'll show you real magical power. She aims at Perigi, but Perigi, of course, can protect herself. So we can heal, but we don't need to do that. So, I guess talking seems to be pointless now. Dead. Yeah. Oof, I don't want to talk about that. They made her sweat. Die. Crap. This might be it. Oh, she's barely hanging in there. I don't really need more. God. Oh dear.
Everyone, be on your guard.
Okay, that didn't work. I think it's time to just attack. 61 damage. She's down and out.
We did it. Midnight Lady falls to her knees, and with a flash of light, she turns back into Anna Lee. We did it! My whole body is brimming with adrenaline from the fight, but I've reached my limit. The sentinels are gathered around me, looking just as spent. Annalie collapsed onto the pavement, looking worse for wear.
You insolent! Goodness, you're a powerful bunch, aren't you? Either way, it doesn't matter. You've won. Congratulations. I've expanded all the power I've collected through the makeup dealing with you all. Truth be told, this whole plan was a total gamble, and I'm not surprised that it didn't work out. And Lee shakily picks herself up from the ground, turning to face us with a smirk. I was never great at energy management, even though it's my power. Maybe that's why I was always such an unremarkable magical girl. Even still, I'm disappointed I lost to a bunch of brats. It was sweet watching the all band together to defeat me, despite your differences. So sweet I could gag. But I admit, it made me a little jealous too.
It's over, Annalie. We're turning you in. The makeup's being destroyed, too. Annalie dismisses me with a wave of her hand.
The makeup issue's already fixed, if that's what you're worried about. It's no longer imbued with my powers. I used it all in our little tussle.
I see. It's really over then. I can't help but fall to the ground in relief. I'm on the same level as Annalie now.
Starlight. No. Akiko. The Sentinels are a bunch of arrogant, meddling idiots who think they can get away with living normal lives despite having powers. Make no mistake, I despise them. As much as I despise you at this moment.
She sweeps her disheveled bangs out of her face and looks away.
But they're your idiots. So do me a favor, so that this whole nightmare isn't for naught. And keep them close. Protect them. Like I wish I could have protected her.
Annalie, I promise I will. Annalie seems satisfied with this answer and finally lets exhaustion take over. I wasn't expecting that. She falls to the ground, knocked into a deep sleep. Out of her hand tumbles a tiny, worn-looking charm. It's a plastic keychain modeled after Strawberry Sayori from Fruit Fatale. I turn to the Sentinels. Huh. Ended up making a promise with our bad guy.
You've always been a major softie. You just got the achievement, you dropped this.
Hey, speak for yourself before you call Akiko out. We didn't even want to fight her in the first place. I'm proud of us, though Annalie sure had the last say. Huh. I'm glad to hear you vowed to keep us close, Akiko. And cut. What an extraordinary conclusion to the Sentinel saga.
What, did I miss my close-up?
Alistair, you can talk again. Our little dude is back in action.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was you that couldn't understand me, yeah? I know how that feels with this lot.
Alistair shakes his head in disapproval.
Just count yourselves lucky that I stopped Solaire before he blew up an entire warehouse full of makeup.
Oh yeah, forgot we sent him off to do that.
I guess you did all right without my sage advice. But if only you had heard the genius plan I had come up with days ago. We're all ears now. What was it? Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Called your bluff.
Everyone shares a laugh and give Alistair a load of pets. After taking a moment to recover, the Sentinels move to take an unconscious Annalie downstairs. Hey, she's lighter than she looks.
Really? Surprising. I figured she'd be heavy, considering how full of it she is.
She played us, beat the crap out of us, and probably ruined our image as Sentinels forever. But I was kind of moved by what she had to say in the end. She must have been really lonely, but that doesn't excuse what she did. She could have made a different choice. Akiko, are you coming? I nod, but instead of joining them, I feel something swell in my chest. Suddenly, I realize I want nothing more than to share this moment with someone. So I decide to go for it. It's now or never
Hang on, I'm gonna save this.
I call out to KJ. I find them watching the sunrise over the rooftops. Hey, you doing okay? They let out a long sigh.
There's a lot of feelings buzzing around in here. Thought I'd step aside and take in the view.
Feeling what? The thrill of victory? Out of breath? I should join Jackie's gym.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I feel like I just passed some kind of test. I finally stood my ground with the rest of the team. Didn't panic, didn't piss my pants.
You used to do that?
That's not important. You know, I'm glad you gave Peace a chance by talking to Annalie back there. Thanks, Akiko. I was probably asking too much anyway. The world isn't black and white. When history catches up to what we did tonight, I hope it's clear we at least tried to do the right thing.
We can only do our best, right?
Yeah, I guess I have to make peace with that. Younger me would be really proud of older me right now. And between us, it's also making me reevaluate keeping my powers. We helped a lot of people today. I think I forgot about that part of the picture.
Ooh, that's some hot gossip. Maybe I should tell Ara.
Stop it. We aren't at school anymore. I'm trying to have a self-fulfillment moment here.
Aw, but making you blush has become my new favorite pastime. Self-fulfillment, huh? How about... I wrap my arms around their waist and look them square in the eyes. May I kiss you, KJ? All the cool and rebellious charm in the world can't save KJ from overheating. For a brief moment, a familiar, tender, and sensitive soul trembles in my arms. It's okay if you're not comfort. KJ regains their composure and sweeps me down low. I'm barely held up by their strong, tattooed arms. Time stops as we kiss like the world almost ended. I gaze up at that handsome face and place a hand on their cheek. The others are probably watching, you know.
I don't care. Nothing could stop this moment, Princess.
Same, Prince.
Oh.
What do you think? Nice ring to it? I mean, you would kill in a military uniform. Although, I understand if you object to the intersecting politics of monarchic power and militarism.
Wouldn't Prince imply we're related?
Knight? King? My loyal subject.
Way to kill the mood, you goof.
Well, someone had to say something. I think the others would like it if we wrap this up.
But I don't want to.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess after tonight, there really is. And we got the achievement Punk Princess. Miranda wastes no time getting right back to work. Oh, sorry, this is still supposed to be in, Akiko's voice.
Miranda wastes no time getting right back to work. I visit her at the workshop a few days after the fight. She seems brighter and more energized than usual. She tells me that she's happy she said goodbye to Sentinel Nova, has reclaimed her magic as her own. It's a part of her and her work. Her new pieces gain major popularity for their unique Stardust glow, and eventually, she makes enough to start her own shop, where she can exclusively create and sell her own designs. She gets her own staff of loyal woodworkers, and I could tell they look up to her immensely. Work keeps her busy, but we find time to catch up every once in a while. Then things got a little quiet. Years later, I got an invitation at my door to an art gallery event. I decided to go on a whim, and I'm so glad I did. It's filled with one-of-a-kind wood carvings done by Miranda. As the night goes on, a piece would combust into a bright and dazzling display of fireworks. A magic at work. She was kept busy by fans and reporters most of the night, but I know she saw me, and at the end of the night, she brings over a spare champagne bottle, and we talk until the gallery owners kick us out. It's so clear to me why the stars picked her as the emissary to their light and power. The night sky is brighter for it. Ara continues her idol career. She goes on to become one of the most successful idols of all time. You can't go anywhere without hearing her songs on the radio, and she even scores a role in a TV drama. She's a terrible actress, but Alistair and I watch every new episode together anyways. We don't get to see her very often, but we're happy to see her succeed. She's almost suspicious. It's almost suspicious how well she did for herself, honestly. Then one day, she vanishes. No one knows where she's gone to, and no one has heard a word from her, even the Sentinels. We all worry about her, and I hope she's okay, wherever she is.
What? She vanishes? That's weird.
Our Glamour Pup location is Ash, so Liz and I both have to look for other work. She starts work at a plant nursery while she studies for exams. She gives me a succulent because they are pretty hardy. Don't tell her, I think it died within 3 days under my care. Oops. Eventually, Liz goes on to university. She can't decide on a major, classic Liz, so she triple majors. I visit her on campus for snacks and movie nights, but she often falls asleep because of her busy studying schedule. I don't mind. After graduation, she travels the world, helping with conservation causes and protecting ecosystems. I even see her once on TV, tied up to a tree to stop a bulldozer. We keep in touch, and sometimes she brings me treats from her travels. When she's back in Diamond Cove, I like to take her out and reminisce about the old days. We talk a lot about keeping our passions alive, despite the grind of life. I know that no matter how long goes between meetings, that my friendship with Liz will remain strong. Whenever I hear the hoot of an owl, I think of her. After the world was saved, Jackie returned.
Hey, Aqua Ace GG. We're just finishing up the story for this. But yeah, lovely to see you.
After the world was saved, Jackie returned back to work at the Golden Glove Gym. It wouldn't be long until she began going to school to learn more on how she can improve her coaching techniques. Despite her busy schedule of balancing work and school, she has always made time to reach out to everyone and keep in touch. As for Layla, she never stopped going to the Golden Glove, and I would run into her from time to time whenever I visited. She graduated from high school with a scholarship opportunity thanks to the hard work she was able to put in both school and boxing. From what I've heard, she's well on her way to going pro, and Jackie couldn't be happier since she's finally living her dream as a second for Layla's matches. Jackie's uncle is starting to get up there in age, and I know his eyes are still pretty bad. He's thinking about retiring and passing the gym off to his niece. Jackie's nervous about assuming that responsibility, but I have a feeling she'll do right by her uncle.
KJ!
It took some time, but I eventually helped KJ patch things up with their dad. Seeing his child in a happy relationship and being more open, and my considerable charm of course, helps rebuild the bridge between him. And with his assistance and connections, KJ starts their own IT consultancy, doing something called ethical hacking, which is apparently a thing people can be paid to do? I have no idea. It's called Sentinet, and KJ says it combines their drive to protect people with their, specialized skill set. They have a professional-looking website, but in reality, it's a bunch of tattooed computer nerds in an attic blasting loud music and getting into trouble. KJ Heaven. I was visiting when someone from the government approached them with a job. KJ got so mad, I thought they were gonna throw hands with the poor guy. KJ pulls a lot of late nights, but when they come home, they have the biggest smile on their face. I think it's because they love their job, but KJ says it's because they get to come home to me. Oh, and in case you were wondering, yes, they still have their Sentinel ring. It sits very nicely under the engagement ring.
Oh, they got engaged! We got engaged!
Hot. Thanks for playing.
And I'm losing my voice.
But Sentinel Sayori.
New Game Plus unlocked. Annalise story. But I think we will save Annalise story for next time. How do I begin the New Game Plus? Oh, I see there. That's exciting. Wait, was she there before? Or did she appear now that we've finished the game? We look so strange. Like, I feel like I got to know all the characters so well except us. We look so... not how I imagine us to look. Yeah, let's quit that.